all the way back to when she was little.
And how old is she?
92,
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful.
yesterday. Yeah.
Well, happy day
Well,
late.
should we
birthday.
roll?
All right, let's go ahead and get the meeting started with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, she had an
All right, so we're opening the budget for the budget year of 2027. Couple things we probably need to discuss before we even open our books up is one of the things that we've done in the past, no new hires unless it comes through council beforehand. I mentioned something to Peg the other day, and we wanted to run this through council. One of the things that we've noticed is somebody buys a new vehicle in the county, they want to keep their old one. So therefore, that's more maintenance, that's more insurance, it's more upkeep, it's just more, and then the vehicle just sits. Do we want to make it that if someone buys a vehicle, their old vehicle must go? What's you guys' thoughts on that?
The reason they're buying one's because the old one's broke.
But they keep them.
I mean, generally speaking.
I think we need to look at the mileage, like, I mean, I brought that a couple of years ago, we needed to look at the mileage, so Amy did a good job of getting all the mileage in all the vehicles. I think we need to check the mileage to make sure that they use the vehicle.
No, I agree with that.
If they don't, then, yeah. but-
Then they don't need a new one, or then they get rid of the old one?
Well, I'm
But
just
what-
saying, if they don't use it, why are they gonna keep it then?
Well, yeah,
You see
Are
what I'm
they,
saying?
are they
exactly.
repurposing it? Are they generally repurposing it for?
well,
I can see if they're putting a lot of miles on it and using it and then keeping it, but if it's just sitting around not being used,
yeah,
Then-
like some of the departments have, I don't want to name any names, but they'll know. They have extra vehicles, quite a few extra vehicles for backup, but then they have vehicles that people are driving home and back to work in. And one of them vehicles was supposed to have been replaced, but then it was allowed to keep the old vehicle. See what I'm saying? So instead of that department saying, I'm just going to say a simple number, 30 vehicles, that's what they should have, they have like 32, is what I'm saying. And that's why I wanted to bring it up, just to get the thoughts. But Stan's idea is with the mileage, like we went over that one time, is, yeah, if it's definitely used for county business, I think it's, yeah.
Who typically makes the decision about the vehicles? Is it the council or is it the commissioners?
Well, a lot of times they put it in their budget. So it's coming from us because the vehicle's in their budget. So I would feel, maybe I'm wrong, that we would have the say-so on the old vehicle having to go.
It's in the commissioner's name.
They are in the commissioners' names, so it would be the commissioners then. Okay, forget about that one then. That's out of our realm.
Well, I think it doesn't hurt to ask the questions, you know, I mean, whether the departments or the commissioners can speak to it.
So, Amy, thank you so much for the books and everything you guys have done, Don, your whole department. This is just a ton of stuff, and it's like, hopefully everybody had a chance to go through and look at this stuff. So let's go ahead and open our books, and then we'll get started. Amy, do you have anything you want to start us off with, or any suggestions or notes? No? Okay. So on the very first page, it shows page 41 at the bottom, you can see what the 2027 budget is. And then on the next
County
page,
general budget.
Yeah.
That's just county general.
okay, and then on the next page, it's the total county budget, which is $26,307,940, 26 million, I'm sorry.
28.
28.
Oh, it's at 8? Okay. I should have brought my magnifying glass. All right, so let's go ahead and, I guess we could,
So the proposed budget is not less than 5%.
yeah, thank you. Is 911 coming in?
Yes.
Okay. Is area planning coming in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Does anybody know the first one that's not coming in?
The assessor.
Assessor?
All right. So, we went over everything in our past meetings about the raise. So let's just go ahead and go through this budget and look at it. If you have anything that you see needs corrected, or just sort of, speak out and,
She just has no changes except the 2% increase as we instructed. I suggest that it's great. We give an okay to it.
okay? And then, so, gosh, we don't vote on this until we go through the whole, until we get all of her stuff.
Each
Each
page.
page?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm
I
sorry,
move
it's,
to-
my brain's just,
No, it's good. I move for this page number 12 for the assessor approval.
okay, and then do I have a second?
I'll second.
Andrew? And instead of show of hands today, I'm just going to go with a aye for yes, and then I'll ask for the noes. Do I have ayes?
Aye.
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 Any noes? 6-0. Then the next page is from County General, everything stayed the same. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Peg? Do I have a second?
I just have a question. What is the contractual services there for?
They go out and reassess the property or look if you had a question or some type of change. And that's done with a contractual service.
Okay, thank you.
So it's part of their, I forget what that company's name is. So they get paid out of reassessment, but if the tax dollars don't come in soon enough, they can use this money to compensate if there is a payment due.
Thank you.
Is why this is budgeted. A lot of times this money is not even used.
Thanks, Amy.
Thanks.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
David? Ayes?
Aye.
All right.
Any noes? 6-0. Same thing on the next page, everything is the same. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Andrew? Second?
Peg.
Peg? Ayes?
Aye.
Any noes? 6-0. Reassessment, miscellaneous, professional services. Any questions on this? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Peg? Do I have a second?
I'll second.
David? Ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Any noes? 6-0. Okay, and then what's the next one we can go to?
I'm on the agenda.
You're on the agenda for the 13th of August at 2:45.
I am.
Okay.
So I just have a general question. I'm gonna use this one as an example to help me understand better. When we look at the 25 expended, we look at what was adopted for 26, but yet they didn't spend near that for 25. I have a hard time remembering like from last year, especially because I was new and probably like felt like I was trying to take it all in, but like
Which one are you looking at?
that
So I
last,
can,
that 76, the last page we were just on.
in the assessors,
Right. So when you look at like what was expended in 25 versus what was asked for in 26, I realize it's not much of an increase for 27, but like, I guess help me understand, like, if we didn't need that much in 25, like, how do we know that they need that much again still?
I can't answer that on hers.
I understand, like, I'm just using this as an example, but like, in
Well,
general.
For, I think in this case, and I can't speak for that individual's contractual services, and it's a little fluid because you may have an assessment of property and you petition it and you say, I don't think that should have gone up, or maybe you're saying it shouldn't have gone down or something, and they have more, I'll say, calls or more opportunities to go out and evaluate that property. That person goes out and physically looks at that property. So it's hard to anticipate that maybe we have more this year, or maybe we don't have quite as many this year. So it's somewhat fluid, and this past year, there's been several situations, I think, not situations, opportunities where property value has increased, because I believe over the state's trying to get everybody on the same page, the same value system.
I appreciate your feedback. I guess if I could say that in a general sense, like, how do we know everybody's budgets aren't like, I don't, maybe.
Inflated.
Right,
Inflated, yeah.
right, like, and could we be doing something else with that money?
Well, I think in that case, it's so hard to tell. I can't see the future of how many people are going to say, that increase on my property was not enough or was too much. More than likely, they would say it's too much, it's been reassessed. So I think these are best cases of estimates that can be given with experience. I know personally, I wouldn't be able to foretell how many people were going to come in and say, this isn't right, or maybe I should say I want to petition it. So to do that, these are experienced
But that's not right on
estimate.
that contractual services. That contractual services is a contract.
Exactly, yes. And
That contract amount shouldn't change.
no, it'll be the same.
Yeah.
So you, more or less, I see what
Do
you're
you want me
saying.
to call Sean
I feel like
today?
she doesn't understand.
Well, it's money that sits there. If they don't use it, it comes back to the general.
No, it doesn't. That is in reassessment.
This is a contract.
But that's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Can you explain what I mean?
I think
Yeah.
she's talking about in general too, all together, and that she got on the contractual services.
Right.
She's saying that,
I know what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to explain it. I mean, because I can't answer, everybody's budget's going to be different. That's what I
Right.
mean. Like, I can't answer why only $132 was spent in office supplies, but she's asking for $1,500. I don't know if it's just in case, or
Right.
if it's, like, she may use it some years and may not use it some years. I mean, I would have to go back and research every one of these accounts to see when it was used and when it wasn't.
Right.
And
Do
oftentimes.
you see what I mean?
Yeah.
you
prior
may-
to it runs on cycles as well. It's kind of why it just is left and then turned, because it may be,
Because I'm sure this year, she's used way more of the office supplies for reassessment than last year, because this year has been a nightmare. I'm just saying, like,
And that's a
we've had a
3-year.
ton of appeals, we've had, I mean,
And
but,
then they've sent out with each tax packet or form you got, they inserted information sharing why the changes were occurring, and that it wasn't something that that department on their own just made up. This was statewide, so they tried to explain to individuals, and there was piles.
but I don't think
reams and
she's
reams.
talking about just this one
No, I think she means-
reassessment. She's talking about the whole county in general.
In general.
Like, a lot
When
of
I was
times
looking
we'll
through this
look-
book, I was trying to understand that better and think, how did,
And then also, it depends if it's an election year on some different, you may look at the clerk and say, oh my, in '24, that was a big election year, they spent a whole lot of money for the polling places and all this. Then in '25, they didn't spend only a small amount, how come? Well, it was an election year, and
cyclical in
Right.
terms on
Every-
quite a few of them. But there is still some that we'll see increase.
in some towns,
Justify it.
that they have it at
yeah,
different
that's,
times.
yeah.
Yeah, so justify it, is this because of a, a cycle, or is this just because you feel like you need to have that?
Right,
And that's where you can move it up and down.
Sean's come up
thank you.
for that question.
Hi, Shauna.
Hi. So are you just talking about in the reassessment fund?
I'm just using this particular page as an
That's okay.
example. It's not necessarily, my question is more just in a general sense. I'm trying to understand how people look at this, that create these budgets so that I can kind of understand better. Does my question?
Are you
make sense?
looking at the reassessment one? Because I was working and come in, caught part
Yes,
of
it is the reassessment
So I
one.
try not to use, I leave that in there in case I need it. In case of my contracts, then I'm not short funds. I try not to use it out of the reassessment. I try to use most of it out of the county general. But I leave it there in case, just for a backup in case I need it. And I may need to use out of that this year because it has been a crazy year.
Sure.
So, but I honestly, I don't put in more than I need. I just carry it over. Probably the only thing I change even in the county general is my dues, because those I don't have any control over.
Well, like the one I was looking at in particular, and again, I don't remember last year very well, I apologize, but like the professional services went from $250 in '25, and then it went up to $10,000 kind of this past year.
Now, what was that?
What was adopted?
The professionals, it was, 10,000 was budgeted.
Yeah, I've never changed
But
that.
only 250 was used, that's what she's saying.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So it's
this,
the only, in the 2025 column, it's only the amount they expended,
Okay.
yeah,
not the amount they appropriated.
Okay.
which this year's going to be more used out of that, like you were saying, Peg, because I will be using more out of that.
Because you've had several.
Because of the
reassessments.
appeals and things, yeah.
Appeals, yes.
Yeah, so I never know how that's going to go from year to year, but I've never changed it. It's stayed that.
So is there an easy way for somebody like me to it doesn't sound like there is, to know if that's been an increase or if that's just they didn't expend the full amount? You know
So
what I
if you
mean?
go back into the previous year
Right.
budget books.
I'd have to do it
and
that
you'd
way.
have to compare line item.
Yeah, because there's no way for me to put another line item on.
That's what I was kind of wondering.
Yeah, but mine has been that way for several years. I don't increase it, well, unless I would absolutely have to, but I don't see that ever being increased.
Okay.
There might be a way.
So you could take your 25 book and just line them up
Yeah.
in the future
Back.
and do it that way.
Okay.
Just each page, tear it out, put it in there, and then you can evaluate it.
Okay.
It doesn't allow me to do that.
Okay. That was just kind of my overall curious question. Thank you.
That's okay, you don't know if you don't ask.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, anything else before I go back? Okay.
Thanks for stopping in,
Thank
Sean.
you.
Appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's move on then. We'll go to circuit court. And if there's any questions on this, let's go down and
I noticed that the public defender board stipend increased a little bit, and I think that we approved a little bit more money for that during the year, that they had some expenses. That just part of the system.
Yeah, it depends on how many cases.
Files they
Yeah,
have, or
yeah,
cases they
cases they have.
Everything looked 2%, it looked straight across. I moved to approve it.
Peg makes a motion.
I'll second.
Stan, second. Ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Any noes? 6-0. Public Defender,
Motion.
Second.
Stan,
Aye.
Peg. Ayes?
Aye.
6-0. Gotta ask. Same thing here, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Peg,
Second.
Andrew? Ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
6-0. Jury fee, same thing, no changes.
Motion.
Stan,
Stand.
second.
I'll second.
David? Ayes?
Aye.
Any noes? 6-0. This one's the same also, the foster care. Motion,
Motion.
Stephanie?
I'll
Second.
I'll second.
David?
Aye.
Ayes?
Aye.
6-0, noes? Okay, clerk. We can do the clerk's office also.
She's coming in, I think.
She is later today, I think, right?
Yeah, she's coming in later today.
Oh, okay, I didn't, oh, there it is, I'm sorry. I missed it. Actually, if we want, we can go through some of the nonprofits and the commissioners now.
Okay.
If we want to, work on that.
I just got my packet, so I haven't had a chance to review them, so as long as you all have, I'm okay with trying to follow along.
On the first page is page 19 in our booklet. Animal control is, it was the dog warden, and it's changed the name to animal control.
I moved.
Or am I backwards?
It's going to.
I didn't
a
change
dog-
anything from last year yet.
Okay,
it's
okay.
Going to a dog warden.
I'd like for council to consider waiting on this until the commissioners on Wednesday.
On the animal
On the
control?
sheet- On this whole sheet, yeah.
Oh, the whole sheet?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. We'll just skip over, okay.
Thank you.
No, it's not a problem.
You want to go to page 20?
He meant the whole,
Oh,
the whole
everything in
thing.
this for
Yeah, let's
commissioners?
just wait until
You
they're
don't
here
want-
on
okay.
Wednesday.
No, I mean, we can do that. I was just saying this sheet
I
here.
feel like you should wait on the commissioners to do their whole budget.
Yeah, let's go ahead to
They're on the
the,
agenda, I mean.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Let's go ahead. I don't think the coroner is on
Go to
here.
corner. On salaries, he did the 2%.
Now, that's right for part-time also? Is that what we,
No, it was for a part-time, we did a certain percentage of it. I think David made that motion,
I've got it, yeah, I've got it written down, I don't think I have
and
it
Amy
here.
figured it out. For Amy, for part-time, 2%, how many cents is that?
It's like
Was it,
$16.55 this time. Goes from 16.23 to 16.55, I think.
okay, that's what you shared before, thank you. Their automobile insurance went up, but we don't have any control over that, I think.
no, that's the newer vehicle and everything too.
Yeah, it goes to 16.55, if that's what you're gonna vote for it to be.
Thank you.
Can you easily see, Amy, like in their current budget, like where they're at with like the autopsy?
We appropriated additional funding for the autopsies because we were having more.
You wanna know what they've spent this year? So far this year, they've spent $28,110.
And we had the meetings discussing with each department, Stan, Diane, myself, and he shared, they have to go to Blue Ash for the autopsies. And also, many times, they're taking a body to Blue Ash, and then they get back, and then they have to go back and get a body that's been completed, the autopsy procedure's been completed, and the amount of time that they spend going for transportation and procuring the bodies and things. So we was somewhat wondering if there'd be an opportunity where we could have a site here in the county and the autopsies be done, of course, by the approved professional with the correct degree and everything, that we could have it performed here instead of having to take it to Hamilton County in Ohio to Blue Ash. That may be something in the future they will look at. The needs, I believe, of an autopsy, of course, is refrigeration, and also then a place for the medical professional to perform that service. So we was hoping to look at some resources and did, not with a lot of details, but the site was looked at, asked about, but the entity would like to sell it as a whole unit and not petition any section off or anything, or take equipment out to put to another site. So that was explored, but it was something that probably, maybe now after things have opened up, maybe something this next year or so. But it was looked into that we could be more efficient.
At one point, didn't they go to Greensburg?
Yes,
Did that close, or did they go into somebody else, I wonder?
I don't know.
I mean, it just sounds closer to Hamilton County. I was just curious, no big deal, I was just.
You're right, and I can't tell you why Decatur County is not doing that any longer. I'm sure they're performing autopsies, but they may be taking it, they're pretty close to Indianapolis, that donut circle.
So equipment, 25,000, last year, they had 3,000 and then they have 3,000 again. Does anybody know what kind of equipment they bought? Is it a necessity again, or?
Things go up, prices of equipment and things.
Well, I know, but it looks like they just bought a piece of equipment is what I was asking.
I'm looking. Looks like this year they've spent a little bit, they bought a computer. Safety systems, I don't know what that is, but they spent something on that, I don't know if it was something for the truck. I mean, looks like they've always put $3,000 in there, but at 25, they just didn't spend any. This year they have.
Okay, you want to just leave it?
I'm okay to keep it.
Leave it? I have a motion.
So moved.
Peg?
Second.
Stephanie? Ayes?
Aye.
Any noes? 6-0. Okay, let's find the health department.
How's the health department today?
Good morning.
We're doing good. Tara Briggs, Ripley County Health Department Administrator. We're doing good.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, we're going to look over this, and then when we get to a certain point, if we have a question, then we'll ask you.
Okay.
Until then, just sort of hang loose.
Do you want me to just take a seat then and then come up if you
It's
call
up to
me?
you
or-
if you
Okay.
want to. We'll just look over it, and then when we find something or have something,
Tara, I did look in the past, this is the part-time food inspector, 15602.0000.
Yes, that is a request that we are putting in.
That's a new request, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And would that person be paid, it says part-time, are they going to be paid at the part-time rate or benefits, or what's the justification of 31,000?
That was to do part-time. So part-time being under 28 hours a week, so we're looking at maybe 3 to 4 days a week, just depending on how it kind of shakes out. I kind of, for my hourly rate, I kind of came up with $26 an hour. They are not, that person would not get paid benefits, so that would be, by not having it full-time, that is a savings by not having to pay out those benefits, so.
Now, the county's part-time salary rate is $16.55.
Not all part-timers make $16.50.
right, because hers is completely different, because is this,
Most clerical do, not
Okay.
all
is
part-timers.
this
So
like a
the
nurse
different,
or?
this is not, so you mentioned clerical, this is not a data entry type position. So I'm just, as a visual, this is just part of our food code. So it is, this person has to be able to read and interpret legislation. They have to be able to make on-the-spot judgment calls. They have to have great customer service. So while that amount might be good for a data entry position, I don't think it's going to recruit an
Now,
environmentalist.
your food inspector, is this going to be a degree person, or what? I think the food code of Indiana, if I recall right, is 142 pages.
This is just part of it. This doesn't even include all the special exceptions and everything. And then we also, on top of the food, we would like this individual to cross-train in all of the other areas that are kind of that regulatory. So that's the tattoos, septic, housing, pools. What am I missing? Did I say tattoos? So there's a lot of code that, you know, I would want this person to cross-train in, so.
I think that code is 142 pages, if I
So
recall
what's
right.
the reason in general that you're putting in the request this year?
So right now, our food inspector is projected to retire early 2028. I do not want this individual to retire without having a person trained. I also personally am handling, I don't handle the food and the tattoos, but I'm personally handling probably 20% of the housing complaints I cover down on septic. I do not have the ability that if Tracy steps away to cover down until someone is hired. Like, I am at capacity. I don't know if you saw, I'm going over my hours already. So to me, it's essential to get someone trained, spun up before she retires. My end goal would be, because of how many people I would be supervising, my end goal at the end of this, maybe like a 5-year goal, if you will, is to actually have a manager over the entire environmental department, just because of how many people I'm supervising. So this would kind of be helping me work towards that goal as well.
So this person would start January 1? Or,
Sometime next year, I mean,
okay, it could be 6 months into the year.
yeah, I mean, whatever y'all can budget, that's when I would put the vacancy and hire. So if,
Do you have an assured date of what time the person is going to retire?
I would just say early 2028. I don't have a particular month in mind, so.
Okay. So do we want to do this in the budget, or do we want to wait till she has a firm date?
And just,
And then you could come in and,
like, in the middle of.
I'm asking because I'm not saying, I'm asking.
17 months early, I mean, we want to be prepared, but that really seems as if it's excessive.
I understand what you're doing, and it makes sense to me to say, hey, this is what's going on.
I just don't want to get yelled at for coming back in the middle of the year for asking for new appropriations, so.
No, I think we're reasonable. I think we ought to take that out. And
Yeah,
address
we're
it in the
gonna
future.
take that out for now, but at least we're aware of it.
Okay.
How far in advance do you think a person needs to be trained or up to speed?
To just cover foods, I would, because this person would not be working 5 days a week, they'd be working, like I said, 3 to 4 days a week. We've got about 132 restaurants, about 7 major events with 10 to 20 visitors, and each of those facilities are going to have their own unique problems and situations. So knowing who the players are in Ripley County is part of it, knowing the code itself, and applying it, I'd like to say maybe like 6 months, the person should be fully able to be independent and not need to be kind of supervised conducting inspections. And that doesn't even include the Tracy also does the tattoos. That doesn't include the tattoos and also covering down on the housing and being the second on septics and things like that.
And how long would you guess before you think they're independent?
On those other things, a couple years.
So to me, it sounds like you're saying you need this money now and not later.
Obviously, the earlier they start, the more they can learn the different codes that we have to enforce, the better off they'd be to hit the ground running once our food inspector is out. But
Is there someone you kind of have in mind now, or how long? I mean, I know it's impossible to know, but do you think within a month you could hire somebody?
I think it is going to be a challenge. I'm not particularly aware of any food inspectors, but I know Switzerland County needed a septic inspector, and they went through like 3 septic inspectors a year until they kind of landed on, they hired and that person left, and they hired and that person left. So it has been a challenge for Switzerland County to get somebody that could handle it. So I think it's going to be a challenge to find the right.
Do you think
candidate.
9 months, if you've done 9 months before, would be, I mean, I know it's
Yeah.
a guess, but just to give us
I
something.
mean, we
to-
could get lucky, so, yeah. But the more time you could give me, I think the better it'd be, but, you know, we could, even if we started at January, it could still be, I don't know, April before we found the right candidate. It's hard to predict, so.
Any other questions on this one?
I mean, to me, if she's saying she needs somebody by early 2028 and she wants them to ideally be independent for 6 months, you're looking at the middle of 2027. And if they need to be trained prior to that, I mean, depending on how long it takes to onboard them or whatever, I mean, what I think I'm hearing you say is that you could really need somebody like in early 2027 to initiate that
It would be
process.
nice to be able to post the vacancy at the beginning of the year, because I don't know how long it's going to take to find a candidate. If Switzerland County is an example, it could take 6 months to find a candidate.
If you, hypothetically, if you did not have anyone available, is there any type of thing like sharing with other counties? I mean, would anybody?
So fortunately, we have a great relationship with the state and our other neighboring health departments. So if there was an emergency, they would step in, and there has been situations where an individual was out and we had to get coverage. However, it's one thing to say, hey, I can't cover this particular event or this install or new permit. It's a complete other to say, hey, I have no inspector. Can you do all of my inspections? So, yeah.
All right, thoughts? Let's,
You wanna do your happy medium, cut it in half and put it in there.
I think that's a good idea.
because it's going to be a half year no matter what.
Right.
So we could do that, and then I could
If you need more, you can
advertise
come
it.
in.
If the funding's procured, I could advertise it with a future start date, if that makes sense. So knowing that some amount is approved would at least allow me to start a vacancy notice, and then I could have the position started based on whatever the,
I guess my biggest concern is we're gonna have a double salary for training, which I understand you need some training, but if 6 months you feel is sufficient, I wouldn't want to start anybody before 6 months, because it's
so.
double salary, you know what I mean?
So like what Mr. Decker was saying, if we said that the position didn't start until the middle of next year, we could cut that in half.
And that would be enough to cover it.
And then we could make that start date, what is that?
July.
July
July
1st, so
sometime,
no
something
earlier
like
than
in
July
that
1st.
area, yeah.
But then I would be okay doing the vacancy announcement sometime next year with that as the earliest start date.
Because
That
you're
gives you
not
6
exactly
months to
sure when
find,
they're gonna
hire,
retire,
and
because
accomplish.
they might end up being there in March. You can't say, okay, you're
Yeah.
gone. And then if we've got that, then we're paying all this extra money, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Now, this is just my opinion. I've got counsel here too, so.
Yeah, and I mean.
I like the idea of half that Andrew made.
15.5.
Do you
Well,
think there's
it's a part-time, so I don't, yeah, I guess I like, do we need to establish the hourly rate and then backtrack the amount?
Well, basically what this is gonna be is a 15.5 should cover.
Okay.
Roughly, and if it's more than you need, you won't use it. If you need more, you'll have to come in and see us.
Okay.
Are you envisioning that this person would work a set amount of part-time hours per week, or it's gonna be like they're called in as needed and?
I would do a set schedule, so I just know you can't go over 28, right, without triggering, so, but I wouldn't want to risk them working over accidentally and getting that 29th hour, so,
I mean, if it happens, it's okay if it happens occasionally.
Okay.
It just can't happen like.
Frequently?
Week after week after week after week
Okay.
after week. I mean.
so I'd probably just set them on a
we don't recommend
28
it
hours.
happen at all, but we know it does sometimes happen, especially when you've got people out of your office. I mean,
And that's what I budgeted for, was a 28-hour work week, which was kind of my ideal, so. But, you know, I'd love to say that's 4 days a week, but if we have like Fair Week, it might be that you could get that 28 hours in 2 or 3 days, just depending on the workload, but yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's move on then. We've got that at 15.5.
okay, so you got that at 15.5. Is that with a $26 an hour?
What does council
That's
feel
what's
on that?
the salary ordinance, so I also need that.
Do we do that hourly rate right now?
Well, we need to figure it out, because if we're going to give her this amount of money,
Well,
we
she's
need.
different than the clerical. That's different than clerical. Like clerical is 1623 this year.
Yeah.
2% raise is 1655. This is a new position. She's asking for more. That's why I'm asking for clarification on how much.
Do we have-
The salary ordinance is correct.
Do we have other part-time positions in the county that are not like a data entry or clerical type that it could be compared to?
I don't know that you
Okay.
can compare.
Okay.
Do you have to be at 26? Can you go? Everybody comes in, they always ask more, right?
I want to recruit someone that's going to be talented.
I
That's-
understand.
That's, yeah,
I'm just asking.
yeah.
Council, questions, thoughts?
Are you gonna ask for them to have a certain kind of background or education?
I would prefer that they have a degree. It could be, I don't necessarily want to be picky about degree, but it could be anything from a degree in environmental management, it could be a public health degree. I mean, my bachelor's degree is criminal justice, and I use that legal knowledge, I use that every day. So it just, I think having a degree and then having kind of like a short list of types would be beneficial.
Personally, I'm fine with the 26 an hour.
I'm okay with it.
Rest of council, do we want to vote on this? $26 an hour, do I have ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Noes?
No,
Who made the motion?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not blue.
Yeah, do I have a motion for $26 an hour? Okay, no motion, so didn't go through. Do I have a suggestion from council on what to pay an hour?
But you all said aye. Nobody made a motion.
I know, that's,
Well, Anders knows, so I'd like to understand more about that.
Right?
okay, so do we have a suggestion to tell her how to hire someone?
I would just put it up as part-time and, pay according to credentials. Why?
I agree.
So then basically, after we recruit someone,
Needs to come in.
come back and get the salary ordinance based on like a short list of candidates?
I don't know, it's different because it's part-time. It's part-time.
Well, I'm glad she's going for part-time because
Yeah.
it saves us a ton of money.
Yeah. I don't know, I just don't have really the
Do you have information as far as?
info on that part to really make a true.
I can get some comparisons and
Yeah,
bring them
what
back
other
to you.
surrounding counties have or what they
Okay.
pay or something like that to give context.
I can, do you want me to get it right now or kind of come back
We'll
later today?
give you
Okay.
time to do that.
Okay.
We'll just go ahead and move forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I
and
just don't know
leave this
anything
one as
about
a-
that, just to say, okay, yeah, here's, give them that. I don't, I just need more information for me to even make a decision on something like that. That is what I
Yeah.
voted down.
See, I look at it like she's the office manager and she knows what it's going to take is how I look at it. So I'm different, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and move forward. We'll come back to this. She'll be able to get us, and then cell phones went up 1,500.
Yes, the health board this year has asked that any staff that is going to be out of the office to have a cell phone. So there's another cell phone that I do need to get for our maternal child health specialist because she does her classes in the public. So that was to help with that. But we also, the cell phone bill did go up a little bit this year, so.
So is it paying for them to have a completely separate cell phone or giving them a stipend for the cell phone?
So in the health department, the phones are free, so we are on Verizon for our phones and the county pays the phone bill. There are options to get I don't know if you call them track phones, where you give them the stipend and they, can get minutes on their personal phone that they used, is another option. But when I came into the department, that's how it was. The department paid for the phone plans, and so I just continued doing that.
Thoughts, questions?
I will also say, I also had to get a phone too, because when the previous administrator left, he gave the administrator phone to the mobile integrated health unit, so we are paying for the mobile integrated health unit's phone as well, because that's a mobile position.
No questions? Travel expense, 1,533.33% increase.
I have a good question about the cell phones, with not her in particular, this department, but do we have a policy in the county as far as who gets cell phones and who doesn't?
There's not as far as who gets one and who doesn't. There is a policy on the appropriate use of cell phones, has to be for government use, not supposed to be for personal use. But as far as which employees are entitled to one, I haven't seen anything like that. We just have our own health department. The board has asked for safety and accountability to be able to track movement of department staff, so.
We do have a policy for stipends. $45 a month.
And our phone plan is cheaper per phone than 45. It's in the upper 30s, but.
Any other questions on the cell phone? Is that good? You want to change it?
I'm okay with it. I think it's fine.
Okay, let's move forward then. Travel expenses?
So this did go up quite a bit. We are doing a lot more housing complaints, so that's part of it, but we're doing a lot of in-person trainings, so getting to and from events for like, our septic training, our food training with the state, a lot of complaint-based inspections. So that's part of it. I am putting the maternal child health mileage, since we did not have our Safe Sleep grant get renewed, I did put that under here. So that's also part of the reason that I'm asking for more for the travel next year.
Okay, questions? All right, let's move forward. Legal services went up 2,500.
This is in anticipation. I don't know the last time the health department has gone to court. It's been a long time. But just with the nature of the housing complaints that we're trying to tackle, if we had to litigate a housing complaint, the current budget's not going to cover it. I'm not saying I'm trying to pick a fight or anything, but I just want to be prepared if right now we get really good compliance from homeowners and home occupants. But I do want to be prepared if we issue an order and it goes ignored, that we can follow through with either a court order or injunction, or to be able to follow through on some of these housing issues that we're seeing. So,
Can you give examples of the housing issues you're seeing?
oh, we have lots. So right now, we're monitoring 3 ongoing houses where we have asked for abatements, and the properties are kind of status quo. The owners are not making any progress towards remediation. Now they are not occupied, so it's not a big deal, but if they ever tried to sell it, or someone tried to move in, then that would be something we would have to take to court. Right now, we just kind of do a drive-by every 30 days. Okay, status quo, status quo. So these properties are going to be managed in the long haul because we don't have resources to help these owners abate properties. There are grants out there, but there's a county match that we'd have to meet, which I don't think we could do, but as long as they're not getting occupied, we're kind of monitoring it. But I guess if there was one where we had to fight it out, I do want to be prepared to do that.
How do you become aware of these issues?
So our housing complaints are all complaint-based inspections.
So you have to receive the complaint first.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Leave it, change it?
I'm good with that. I think she's thinking ahead
Okay,
on it.
okay.
Looks good to me.
Okay, let's move to furniture and fixtures. This was, last year you got the 5,000 to buy some furniture. Do
Yeah.
you need that again this year?
So we did not spend all 5,000 last year. By project this year, it was under budget. We reupholstered the chairs. I'm just kind of anticipating, there are things like maintenance isn't able to do for us. So like, I just look around, wall repairs, patching, spackling. The sheds should be coming in this month, so I should be getting some, EMS said that they had some shelving we could use for the shed, but if I need like containers to pack things like blankets in, to, keep them secure or whatever, thinking for that. So it was just kind of a general budget. I didn't have any particular quotes or projects in mind.
Why don't we knock that down to 3,000?
Well, I was going to
And,
say, this is for furniture.
Furniture and fixtures.
Yeah, so you.
So is
yeah.
like repairing like spots in the drywall, that would
Repair
not
stuff
go
like that
under
should
that
come
one?
through county budget.
Should come
Okay.
from the
Commissioners.
Just bring it to their attention.
Yeah.
That you need some wall repaired or whatever it may be.
Okay. I was prepared to do that myself, but I can do that, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that should be, yeah, through them. We shouldn't do any work in here without them
Okay.
doing the work. Thank you for your thought, though.
Why don't we drop that down to 2,000?
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Council?
Yeah, it's fine.
That's good.
Okay, we'll make it at
If there's
2,000.
no plans or no thoughts to use it, we're 500.
I mean, I can come back, if there is a need, I can come back and ask if that's what you would like.
Should
I'm
we just-
okay with 2,000.
Are you saying we should just
That'll do
do,
a whole lot.
are you saying we should just do away with it all for now, then?
As long as you're okay, if there is a need that comes up and I come back and ask in the middle of the year.
Yeah, that sounds.
Let's make it 0 then.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, we can't vote on this one yet because we're still waiting on the part-time food inspector, so we can go to the next page. Public Health Fund, location, all zeros miscellaneous.
Which one are you on? Are you on 1161?
Yes, so let us go over this real quick. Environmental supplies, you've got it for last year, nothing, 5,000 this year. Looks like 25, you had 40, you spent 47, or someone did. Are you moving stuff from one place to another place?
That was my question.
So I don't have my budget for this year up. I know there were some areas where it didn't have the entire, like, things were missing off of this. Like, for example, vital record supplies, we did have vital record supplies budgeted for this year.
What about maternal child health supplies, 29,552?
So what I did with those, so I kind of broke them into categories. I wanted to be able to track expenses by program. So instead of having like kind of a public outreach or contractual service category, I wanted to be able to track by program. So that's why I separated it and created a maternal child category so I could know what we're spending for maternal child. And then things like our first aid, CPR, AED placements, stop the bleed placements and things like that. I could track that in a separate account. So this was kind of my way to kind of track expenses by program.
Why not have your Excel sheet and just make that a category and track that internally in your department?
I do that when I do my state budget, and my state expense report, we have to do that. So we've got like, I want to say 9 different categories that all of this, when I file it with the state, gets parsed out into very particular categories.
So again, maybe I missed it. These are new kind of appropriations that you're asking for, or you've separated out money from another category?
I guess I kind of exploded the categories a little bit. So they were more general before, and I've put them into more specific categories.
It's 129,000.
For which one are we looking at?
All of them, uniforms, environmental, maternal.
So
Nurses, trauma.
this year I had 613,000 appropriated, so that's one thing I don't know if you're looking at the same copy I was, but my copy said it was 186 this year, but it wasn't, it was 613. So there are categories that were missing off of that. So next year, we're only appropriating roughly half of what we had appropriated last year.
That 600, what part of that was state funding?
1161 is all state funding. This entire fund is my state fund.
Okay. So are we supplementing this as a county, or is this,
This is 100% state funding. Everything on this is a state.
So this
Disbursement.
1161 local public health fund is all supplied by the state of Indiana.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
So we don't need to.
We don't even need to look at
review
it.
that, correct?
The
Council?
way I see it.
This
Yeah,
is all state funding, we'll verify. Amy, can you verify for us 1161, this local public health fund, this $349,093, this is all funded by the state of Indiana. So we do not need to look at it. We have no control over these values, correct?
I mean,
I wouldn't say,
I think you guys have control over it.
Yeah, I
by all
mean-
means, But, I mean, it is state funding.
You're pulling this down from the state of Indiana.
yes. I don't want to say no control,
They're not
but
telling you where to
policy-wise, I mean, I think that would be more of a commissioner and health board policy on priorities, but as far as whether the money's there or not, it's the state, it's there, so.
okay, well, this is state funded. Do I have a motion on Fund 1161?
I do have a clarification. You were talking about a figure of 600 and some thousand though?
Yes, ma'am, that was,
Where is that in our book? I don't see it.
that's why I was confused by these, because this year we had 613,000 appropriated
From the state of Indiana.
here locally for 1161. I mean, that was the amount based on our disbursement this year plus our rollovers from previous years kind of created that pile.
This is the amount that was budgeted when budgets were sent in.
Yeah. But then I had my rollover approved, so then I reappropriated the,
But that's not on this form.
right. Well, that makes sense, yeah, okay.
Okay, do I have a motion?
So we're going to vote on this, I guess, that it's funding from the state of Indiana. Do we need to vote on it?
Well, it doesn't hurt.
You vote on it every year.
Yeah. Do I have a motion?
Sure.
And those salaries are fixed by
Andrew?
the pay raise that y'all are granting, so
Okay.
that's the.
Do I have a
that's the
second?
thing.
Andrew made the motion. Do I have a second? Did you say? Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have a second?
I'll say, I understand.
Stan? Ayes?
Yes.
Noes? 6-0. Okay, this is a grant from bioterrorism.
Yes, so it used to be bioterrorism, it's now called the Public Health Emergency Preparedness Grant, but it is we get, with all of my grants, they're mid-year to mid-year. So my grant from the middle of this year to the middle of next year is $25,000, so whatever gets awarded the other half of the year, but I just went with $25,000, but regardless of what's appropriated, it's a reimbursable grant. I would not exceed what is reappropriated.
So Fund 811893.089, location 0583. Do I have a, I'm sorry, 69, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Stan?
Okay.
Stephanie? Ayes?
Aye.
Right.
6, any noes? 6-0. Immunization vaccines miscellaneous.
Is this supplied by the state of Indiana?
This is a grant where they allowed me to reimburse the nurse's salary under it, so we have a positive cash balance, but it was a reimbursable grant, and the state has asked me to spend the balance down to zero because they don't want me to keep the grant with a cash balance in it. So basically, my goal is just to spend this down to zero
Okay,
next
do I
year.
have a motion? Stan?
Second.
Second.
Peg, second. Ayes?
Aye.
6, any noes? 6-0. The school COVID, is this grant money also?
This was money that was given to us, obviously, in the wake of COVID. It's not a reimbursable grant or anything. It was just money that the health departments could use on schools. So there is a cash balance there, and this is what we pay when we fulfill our school supply requests and our back-to-school bash. This is the fund that comes out of.
So it's $79,917?
is that, you're saying for the appropriation? Or the,
Well, part of it, yes.
yeah,
Or-
yeah, we're not appropriating the entire cash balance here.
Yeah,
There's
the
more than
total-
We're
that.
not appropriating any staff.
Okay, yeah.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Steph? Second?
Second.
Stan? Ayes?
Right.
6-0, any noes? Okay. Maintenance, Health Department location 0037.
So the health maintenance and the health trust were pre-HFI, they were state. It was.
If you look at
yeah.
this, everything's gone down.
There are cash balances in there, but my health board has asked me to basically save these for kind of our rainy day, I guess, if you can say. There's no new money coming into these, but the state's asked us if we'd spend it down, but we're not required to.
Okay, do I have a motion?
You don't have to motion, it's
We don't
no
do it.
money.
Okay.
So like, they're only in there to show you that there was a balance, or there was budget last year, there's
Okay.
no budget this year. You don't have to vote.
Okay, so if you go to the next page, it's Fund
It's the same thing.
1206, same thing, no change.
Same thing.
Fund 9170, it's the same thing, all
Yeah,
zeros.
that's a grant that we don't have anymore.
And then COVID vaccine, it's all zeros. So the only thing we need to come back to is...
Did we do the 9211 for FEMA?
Pardon?
9211 for FEMA?
Put that copy in there.
We don't have that copy.
It's because it wouldn't let me put it in there. It's the budget system. So they're 9211, I did have a note to say something.
Why don't we just look at that, instead of making you rush, why don't we just look at that when she comes back? Can we do that?
No, Amy's got it. You want to go ahead and share it, Amy? Or-
Oh, no, I can make copies of it for you guys and then we can,
Okay.
Come
Then
back.
we'll do that.
We can come back to it?
yes.
Yeah, because we've got our next one on at 10 o'clock,
Why don't
so...
we take a comfort break here for a few minutes and then do that?
Okay, I'm fine with that. Let's take a break for 10 minutes
Sounds good.
and then come back, and hope you're all right with that highway garage.
I have a question for you guys right now before you take your comfort break. So I feel like you're getting very flustered with the grants, like you don't know if you can, like, have any right to them or no right to them. You guys have made the ordinance to look at all of them. Because I had it in there where we didn't have to do that. But then you guys changed it again. So now you want all the grants, but you seem very flustered about it because you don't act like you have any right to them. Well, you've made yourself have right to them.
Yes,
Correct.
I think it's good discussion, dialogue.
I know, but you're not discussing it. You're going, it's a grant, motion, you're not discussing. That's why I'm like, feel like you're getting flustered, like you're having to do it, but you're not looking at it. It's like I'm doing a lot of work
Right,
for you guys to go, oh, it's a grant motion, oh, it's a grant motion. Do you see what I mean?
yes. But we've reviewed these documents and taken a lot of time to individually look at each
Okay,
category.
I'm just making
So-
sure, because it seems like to me, you guys are getting flustered that you're having to do it.
Oh,
So
no.
was the change before for the purpose of kind of just the discussion, or was the change for a different reason?
The change was for transfers, you know,
And you guys have an ordinance to approve all grants that come through the county.
For clarification, so we are prudent and know what's going on.
But we do or we don't have any, I mean, other than
We
being
have a
aware of them,
say-so.
do we have any say-so in them?
Amy's right, we have a say-so for everything that comes through here, whether it's a grant or not. And she's right, we're just, especially me, I'm like, it's a grant, let's move forward. It's a grant, let's move forward. But I've studied this quite a bit, but she's 100% correct that we need to have discussion about it, because if it's a grant and it's for someone's salary, we have to make sure that that person knows if this grant runs out, so does that salary for that person.
That's
So-
soft money.
She's
I'm fully aware of
she's
that, but
100
it never happens.
Yeah, she's 100% right, because if something's in here for a grant and we just, and I'm guilty of this, I keep saying yes, yes, yes. If that grant goes away, the money goes away, therefore the job goes away or something other, there's no money there for it.
Is there a requirement that someone in the county get approval before they submit the grant?
Well, they have to have the grant already before they can even,
They'd have to make all the requirements of a grant. A grant may require the commissioners to sign off on it before they could submit it, or...
That's what I'm asking, is that in placing
Yeah, that's in place, part of the grant procedure.
for every grant?
yeah.
Probably
they-
not.
No, it is not. That is not in place. Anybody in this county can file for a grant. from their
Without
office.
approval, so to speak, from,
Right.
Yes. They're not getting approval to apply for that grant at all.
The only thing would be is if we have to match funding, they would see about that.
so if it's matched, they have to ask approval, but if there's no match involved, they do not.
But a lot of grants would take, quote, the person to sign off on it, that they approve the application of that grant. Each one's different.
Has that ever proven?
I don't think the health department, I don't think any department has ever asked to file for a grant. I mean, the highway does because they have to have funding from the commissioners.
Right.
But I mean,
Yeah,
they're
anybody
the only
can,
one that I
anybody
know
can,
of.
yeah.
Let me think.
For,
I think
for example, the health department
for
filed for this
child protection
grant,
and
got all
things,
this
they
money
have
to
to
hire
have
these
permission
people.
to file for that.
So we hired the
Shouldn't
people and then at the
has
time of the meeting, it said when the
needs
money ran
permission.
out, they would go away, but then
filed.
they created a new position.
The different,
for multiple.
yeah,
Well, that's
Is it?
problematic.
on those
Yeah.
federal grants
So-
and things, yes.
That's why I always thought that part of it.
All right.
I understand that.
Fix my house. Get on, fix my house.
What's up? Budget hearings? Mhm. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And how are you?
More or less.
Peachy.
He's not the best on that. Yeah. I'll say something to me. Oh, yeah, Bill, but for him to figure out the email, it's a different ballgame. So, not that he can't, I just don't think he does, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, we do. We would have, I think, cattle and chickens. We were there till 11 o'clock this morning. There's no way. We can't do that. When I got there, I went across the street.
Steve, your grandson didn't start kindergarten this year.
Yeah.
We did.
It'd be the easiest thing, you better
How
go
was
expect
that
you
first
to
day?
on
No, that's when.
Saturday to go
Oh,
to
that's neat.
New Mexico. All right,
Do
all right. Yeah, that'd be good. That would be good.
This next one is a tough one because, remember last year, we gave them the
Okey-doke.
money, said, here you go, but it's at 2%, it's not enough money for them to do anything. till we did, I think we went backwards.
I think we did. And I met with them, and they have a review staff, which is great.
So
Great.
right now, everything that we did for them, we just took away again.
I know.
So he's gonna have, yeah.
See, this is why I wrote there.
Yeah, I know. See, I've got mine. Is everybody back? All right, let's go ahead and continue.
Okay, we got him.
Huh?
Aaron's there.
Yeah. Let's go ahead with the highway department. The way we're going to do this, just to give you a heads up, we're going to go over your budget, and as we're going through it, if we have questions, then we'll ask and
That's fine.
see
Make it
what's
quick.
going on.
Yep.
All right, so let's go ahead and start looking over this. Fund is 1176, Highway Department. Location 0025. Questions?
We see the values, but it needs to be 2%.
What's that, Peg?
The amount of the increases, we said 2% for each department.
Right, and last year you told me I could do my matrix system for pay raises. That's what I've done, so
Yeah.
we get funded by the state. On our,
And we did do that last year, that he was
and that's what I did with the,
to break down
Evaluations.
each individual last year is, you have a grade A to a grade Z employee.
so everyone's different. That's,
So we need to figure this out. Do we take away what we did for them last year and basically slap them in the face, or how do we do this? Suggestions, questions?
How are we gonna handle this? Everybody else has gone 2%.
Well-
If we don't go 2%, if we don't have consistency, we're gonna have everybody lined up out there and coming in the door.
Well, we didn't have consistency last year because we changed two departments from the straight race structure to
the matrix system, yeah.
the matrix system. We did this with the highway garage, and we did it with EMS, I believe. So they go with people that have been, are more qualified, so that's, I'm sort of, I don't know what to say on this, because we told them to do the matrix system, but then I feel like we're telling them not to do it now without even a heads up warning to say, hey, sorry, no matrix system. So guys, I need input on this and what we're going to do.
I mean, if we're doing the matrix system with this department, I feel we need to stick with it.
Stan, what's your thoughts?
I'm kind of the opposite. We tell 2%. That's what it should be, it's 2%.
Peg?
I share that we need to, I truly believe we need to do matrix, but within the parameters of the 2%.
I mean, some's at like 1.5%, some might be at 3.5%. I mean, but how is it fair to my guys? I mean, next time we get a big snow, don't call us, we won't come out. I mean, I'm serious. We bust our butts over there, and then you guys just, I'm not trying to be mean. It just upsets me because I worked so hard on this for 4 years now, and you want to shit on it.
Andrew, your thoughts?
I didn't even know this took place, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right,
last
you wasn't
year,
here last
so I
year,
don't-
you were, okay.
It's all new news to me.
Stephanie?
So maybe, Jason, for Andrew's sake, since he wasn't here, could you recap last year? That would be helpful.
As far as
Just the
Oh.
reasoning and going to the matrix system and.
Well, I got some guys that's been there 2 days, and driver retention sucks. And now I'm finally getting drivers to stay. That's a plus, over a year. And he's making the same as guys been there 20 years. How's that fair? I mean,
Oh, I get
it's,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it don't make sense.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
I mean, I
Well,
The
couldn't,
way it was
Last
done,
year-
it
last
was done,
year-
you all decided on it last year, apparently it made sense to use last year, I don't.
Last year, we
see
gave a
this
firm
kicking
number.
out.
So let's just say he had $100,000. He got to divide that 100,000 out between his employees, like employee A that's been there 20 years and does a great job, or a guy that's been here for 2 days. He got to decide, because he reviews his people, same way with EMS, they review their people, and that's how they,
and there's 3 of
That's how
them
he's
set on
done it.
this for, 3 full 10-hour days.
so he's been
Treat
after this.
everybody individually. I mean, we all discuss it.
Yeah, he's been after this for years. And last year it worked, and it seemed like it worked.
And the guys are pretty happy with it. I mean, they feel more worth to themselves than just, why should I do this when he's making the same money? He ain't doing it. Why should I do it?
Right,
So Stephanie, what's your thoughts?
so his date to expenditure went up $12,292 with the raises that he proposed. If you took the 2% on his adopted budget of 2026 at $266,400, took 2% of that and gave it to him, that's $53,200 that he would have room to move this year, and he came in at 12. I mean, I personally, I don't have a problem with, or if that's what you all adopted. I mean, I know obviously I'm part of it, but I wasn't here for the budgets, but
Stephanie, what's your thoughts?
I mean, I agree. It made a lot of sense last year when we talked about it.
and your highway department, like you said, it's a vigorous,
Have
duty job.
you, besides you said people are generally in favor of it or whatever, have you had people that are not in favor of it? And
A couple, but they are stepping up. I mean, because they know there's potential to make more money, the next year.
have
If
you
they-
noticed any other positive benefits, like as far as retention or?
Oh, yeah.
things
We've
like
only
that?
hired, one guy this year. I don't remember, but yeah, it's like, I think it's just one
That's
guy.
quite amazing, because it used to be a
Revolving door.
revolving.
Right. So,
I mean, that's kind of a big deal if it's. helped
Okay,
with-
so let's move forward then move on down then. Office supplies, looks like
No
everything, telephone went down. Everything else is pretty well the same. So leaving it at the matrix, do I have a motion?
All right, where are you at with utilities? Like,
let's see.
do you know?
Did we leave it? I'm
We
looking,
left it
sorry.
alone, so it must
Yeah.
be pretty close to.
It stays, since we insulated inside the shop, that helped a lot.
Yeah, that's a tough one to cut, because if they get a month that's really, really, really bad,
Oh, yeah.
it's going way up, so.
It's not really a cut, it was just, I'm just looking at, what was expended in '25, kind of type thing, the difference was there.
Well, utilities have gone up.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, in my home,
Sure.
the electric and everything, I can see increases.
Any other questions? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
David? Do I have a second?
Second.
Andrew? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes?
No.
5, 0, 1, no.
That's a 5-1, isn't it? Standard.
Or 5-1, I'm sorry, 5-1, I'm sorry. Okay, Highway Department Fund 1176, location 0026, highway maintenance and repair. Something we need to look at on this one. If you guys remember, 2 years ago, we gave $300,000 to finalize all the gravel roads. We left it in there last year because they wanted to do extra chip and seal. This coming year, with the big bridge project going on, they won't be able to do all the extra chip and seal, correct?
Right.
So we can take that 300, I think we need to pull it back. It's not the 300 that they used for the community crossing grant.
Sorry,
Hold on, Ron.
you cannot, because this is for local roads. For roads, it's not for bridges. So the 1135 fund stands for bridges.
Well, I'm just bringing this up, I'm not saying it's this page.
Got you.
I'm just letting everybody know that we've got
He's
that.
talking about what's budgeted in the commissioner's edit fund.
Got you, sorry, I was just looking at this, I'm like, no, you can't take the RSP.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, yeah, you're fine. And then one other thing too, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, I believe the blacktop, purchasing a blacktop paver was in for last year, which is this year.
Right.
But that
And
hasn't
we don't have to have it in
Not
for
yet,
next year.
Because we wasn't sure what Governor Braun was doing with the holiday tax that they
Okay.
took away because they cut our funding. This month,
So
66,000.
share with us what's the governor done, and how's that gonna?
The holiday gas tax, that hurts our department because we got our money from the state. So it cut us $80-something thousand.
It's like half or
Yeah.
less, it was bad.
But we are supposed to be getting some of that back, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
supposed to.
Yeah.
So if that lands, then I have a paver lined up to purchase, but I haven't bought it because I didn't know what this was going to do.
Right,
So I
understood.
Cut us short of
Yeah.
cash or anything.
Okay, so overtime went up 5,000. Just look over this, and if you have a question,
The salt went up 10,000?
That's.
Yeah, salt's at 99.89 this year delivered, and it used to be 78.10, was it something last year? 78, yeah.
Some parts it was
Oh, it went, yeah, way up.
150 tons.
Yep, I can't believe it.
And the road signs, like, has gone up a lot, like, it kind of looks like
Where
this
you
way, or maybe not a lot, maybe it was, I don't know what was appropriated in '25, but, I mean, it didn't go up from the adopted budget, but I'm saying that in '25 you expended 7,000.
Tell these kids to put still in signs.
Yeah, that's,
That's what it boils down to. I mean, it's every Monday you're getting a call that the stop sign's missing on X Street because some kids.
big one's Allen's Crossing lately. They take all the signs there, there's like 10 of them. They take them all.
where at?
Allen's Crossing, Railroad and 250.
Oh,
Here
it's
in
got
Norton.
them.
No cinders anymore.
No, we're trying to weed out what we got.
So, no sand this year, you have plenty left over?
Mhm.
Okay. Any questions on Fund 1176? Do I have a motion to,
I'll make a motion.
Andrew,
Second.
Stephanie? Ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Noes?
No.
I'm gonna have to say no, saying because of that 2%. You gotta get a handle on that.
Did that come up, like, during the meetings that you all had with every department?
Yes, you shared the metrics, and the
So
metrics,
what's the vote?
wait a minute, we're having just a little bit of discussion. And it's great, that's what we need to do, but we gotta get a handle on the metrics that we do not quite as much or something, because these values are, you know, when you look here and you see values of 5%, 6%, we know we've got to get a handle on this. The metrics and rewarding individuals for good performance, I'm 100% for that, and encouragement, but the amounts, we have to have, you know, tighter controls on it.
Well, I
Are you
think
gonna
that's
do that for the
where
sheriff's
we-
department too?
Well, we'll have to discuss it.
And EMS, I mean, there's,
EMS, all of them?
So Amy, it's a 4-2, 2 no's was Stan and Peg. When we did this, it was a lot amount per person. Put all that in a kitty, he pays out of that. Well, this year, we don't have a lot amount for him, so he had no other way to do it except by, you know. Anyway, we'll move forward.
The national average on raises and things on government's 1.7, just a little less than 2.
Okay, Fund 1176, Highway Department, location 0027, Highway General.
Why such a reduction in like social security and the insurance and stuff?
Yeah, that's it. I believe we have one less employee now,
Okay.
so that's gonna be affecting all of those.
And this is all of the social security for all three.
025,
Individual.
026.
I mean,
Yeah,
groups.
025, 026, 027, and insurance for the whole.
You have garage and motor taking a little increase?
everything's going up.
I just didn't know if it was because of just the going up thing or if it was
Everything,
for
yeah.
something else.
A lot of repairs.
Questions on Fund 1176, location 0027? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Stephanie? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes?
No.
5-1, 1 no. Fund 1135, this is Bridge, location 0033.
Thought you've got a big bridge project coming up?
Capehill Bridge. You can come help, Stan. Not looking forward to it.
I bet not.
And I believe a few months ago, you came and needed additional or someone transitioning.
Yeah, we started moving money this year to pay for the land purchase survey and boring.
That you've got
Geotech.
an individual that's there full-time so that you wouldn't be spread so
Right,
thin, that you
right.
could oversee
Support.
other aspects.
Absolutely.
And that bridge, if we contracted it out, would have been 11 million,
12 to 15 million.
okay? But we're doing it for about
That's 960, I don't have the paper, it's like 960 something thousand.
just a little less than a million.
Yeah, and as you can see,
And
there's...
we appreciate that. Thank
And he
you.
didn't give the bridge foreman that we just made a bridge foreman a raise.
Yes, we did.
So appreciate that, too. Any other questions on Fund 1135, location 0033? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Stephanie?
I'll second it.
David? Ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Noes?
No.
Did you get that then, Amy? Okay, let's move on to the next one. Fund 1169, location 0217, Local roads and streets, doesn't have any change.
Motion.
Stan,
Second.
Steph,
Yes.
ayes,
Aye.
noes? Okay. Thank you for coming in.
1112, yeah. That's where the other half of the bridge is coming from.
Where is it at?
The edit fund,
Pardon?
edit fund 1112,
Is that under commissioners?
That's
Right.
under commissioners.
yeah.
It is.
Let them handle it then.
Okay, we'll work on that then, yeah.
What are you estimating completion date of the bridge?
We're hoping to start around March, depending on the weather, be done by August, September. So, but the
So
other,
within a year, you're hoping?
oh, absolutely. I got a
Good deal.
dedicated crew going to stay on it until it's done, so
Will the old bridge get tore down or stay?
it'll stay.
Yeah.
I think Hortsman wants to turn it into a park, people can eat on it, I don't care, whatever he wants to do with it.
Thanks for everything.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for saving $12 million.
We appreciate it.
We have EMA, we have the health department, highway.
Are you going to do maintenance?
Yeah, so I'm just going to see now to make sure.
Tara came back, is she ready?
Do you have that information?
I thought the easiest thing to do, was published in 2020. It was a study done on all of the salaries in Indiana. I thought it'd be easier for you to digest than pulling a bunch of numbers from different sources. Is it all right if I kind of walk this around and show you the pages that I'm comparing it to?
So let's go back to the health department. You're fine. And we're down on line item
This is
15602.
So adjusted for inflation, but this is where I'm looking at with the bachelor's degree coming
Thanks, Amy.
in. This would be a full-time salary. So one, and then the other comparison is on this, I dog-eared the pages. So with the bachelor's degree, and this is based on the population cert, so we fall in this range. So you're looking at, if you say a 35-hour work would give you 25 and some change back in 2022. So we're just rounding up because we're not paying benefits to it. If you want to pass that down, that's what I'm comparing it to. Or I can just walk it
Yeah,
over.
right,
Okay.
walk it.
For the explanation, but this one is broken down by degree and years of service. So we're looking at under 2 years with a bachelor's degree. This would be a full-time annual salary on average.
Okay.
And then flipping over to this page, it's based on the population size of the county. So again, the bachelor's degree in this population size. So
Okay.
kind of averaging
Perfect.
full-time, 25 and some change, and then that was in 2022.
Okay.
Okay, we can just scoot over here, save me some time.
So, under 2 years with a bachelor's degree. And that's
I can't
average
see.
in the state, and then I
Yes.
have another one over here where it goes by population size. So we're falling into this population size bachelor's degree down here for environmental order.
Yes, but I believe our environmental person we presently have does not have a degree.
She has an associate's degree, not a bachelor's.
Yes.
Right.
And she's documented that, you documented that, she brought
I
that
do not
information.
have a copy of it yet. I did ask to get the copy, to put it into her employee file. Did you want to do the 9211? Did you get that?
They do have a copy of that
Okay.
now. That was my fault. I meant to make a copy of it. I forgot.
So 9211 is our FEMA grant. It is a reimbursable grant. It's another mid-year to mid-year. So part of this will be the grant cycle I'm under now, but then part of it will assume full funding, that we get full funding again next year. Obviously, I would only spend what gets reimbursed, but.
And you anticipate from the state that being awarded Hold on.
Yes, I had a conversation. It was their recommendation to budget as if we get the next budget period, because this year was in a 2-year, we had a 2-year grant, and then assuming that gets renewed at another 2 years.
27?
She's got, okay, you're anticipating in 27 being awarded funding for 28, correct?
28 and 29, yeah.
Okay.
Amy, what's in that fund now? Could you tell me?
The 9211,
Yeah.
at the top where it says 2028 requested budget, that is the, it should be say 2027. I got it in the wrong column. That's my fault. I did make mistakes too.
Thank God. Amy? Amy?
You want to know what the balance is
Yeah,
in
right.
9211?
Yeah.
So because it's reimbursable, we have to spend the money down before she can
Let me say
reimburse
it's a
it.
negative.
Yeah.
Because she has to spend it before she gets it back.
Okay.
And I
She has
do
to
my,
spend it before we get reimbursed for it.
and I do monthly invoices to the state for that, so it's a month's worth of an expense.
Now, how's that working? Because we can't, it just, the State Board of Accounts, when they see that, because it's from the
It's a
state,
grant fund, it's reimbursable.
and they don't say anything about it, just curious.
And the likelihood is that the grant cycle, this will just kind of keep going.
Right, if for some reason, I mean, they've been running the fetal infant mortality review program for a decade, like it's unlikely, highly unlikely that the grant would go away, but if it did, obviously I'm not gonna, if I get hit by a bus and a new administrator comes in and I need to remind them, but I don't anticipate overspending.
And I think the infant mortality in the state of Indiana was justification of that. Statewide, when you do rankings, we are towards the middle, down just a little bit. So that's a high priority for the state of Indiana in public health.
And since we've had our Health First Indiana, I don't know if you're interested, I did bring it, but since Health First Indiana, a lot of local health departments, with our Health First, our state dollars, we do have to write our goals. We do have 2 goals for our maternal and child health program, but since Health First Indiana, it has been reducing infant and fetal deaths. Obviously, we still have a lot of work to do, but.
What's the 2 goals for our county?
Well, we have multiple goals. There's just 2 in maternal child. I can, if you're curious, I can pass this around and you can look at it. The first 2 pages are our goals. And then I tried to print our scorecard, but I don't know where our scorecard went. Let's see. But you can see what our goals are that we are using our state funding on.
Okay, while you're looking at that, we need to go back to this then. The part-time food inspector
You
line,
gonna do anything with 9211?
oh, that's right. So is there any questions on 9211? Thoughts?
Is this
Nothing?
the fetal infant mortality coordinator, is this the one that you came to us to get? We got
Correct.
voted.
So the FEMA coordinator position, she covers 7 counties in southeastern Indiana. We just host her, so her salary and her program expenses all are under this grant, and then we seek reimbursement.
So you do understand her salary, or this person's salary, excuse me. If this grant goes away, so does that money.
She's very well aware of that, yes.
So does that position. Just so, I just want to make clear on that.
It's soft money.
Yeah. Do I have any questions, remarks from council? Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Stephanie? Do I have a second?
No second.
David? Ayes?
Right.
Aye.
Noes? 6-0.
On our food inspector, you mentioned we have 132 plus special events. Are we up to date on our rotation of inspection on restaurants?
I wish I could say that every restaurant gets a permit inspection at the beginning of the year, but I cannot say that. But I would say we average probably 1 to 2 food inspections a day. It ebbs and flows with event season and things like that, but there's, we can always be more proactive, in my opinion.
Okay, so we were talking about the $26 an hour before. She showed us figures.
Oh, did you want me to leave that up there so you can look at it? I'm sorry, I took it back down here.
Thoughts on the $26 an hour for part-time?
Based on the book she had, I mean, it seemed like it falls in line with things.
Any other comments, statements?
From what I can tell, I mean, it does seem to be fairly close.
Okay, so on line 15602, part-time food inspector, we're at $26 an hour. We're going to provide $15,500. Do I have a motion for Fund 1159, location of 0034 Health Department?
I'll make a motion.
Stephanie?
I mean, as far as what we talked about earlier.
Okay, and we'll clarify, we reduced 15602.0000 to 15.5?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted to
Social
make sure.
Security will need to be changed to 23,557, which is a total of that section of 467,364. You took away the 5,000 at the bottom, which is a total of 516,268.
Steph has made a motion. Do I have a second?
So moved.
Peg? Ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Noes?
No.
5-1. Okay, that's pretty well got Health Department done that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank
So-
everybody for what they're doing.
Let's move on to maintenance. Questions? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Peg?
Second.
Stan? Ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Noes? 6-0.
They do an incredible job. We're very appreciative of everything they go beyond.
Probation. I can't see him not being on. You see probation?
Probation's on there, Shannon and Mikey, 9:30 tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's
thank
what I
you.
was missing, prosecutor then. let's go to
You do a
the,
nice job of getting this all on.
let's go to the prosecutor. Just to let everyone know, on prosecutor, Fund 1001, location 0012. The very first one is a $5,000 for the prosecutor. This started years ago, but 6 or 8 years ago, the judges used to get this $5,000, and this is just for people to know ahead of time. If we get a new prosecutor at some time or another, this $5,000 doesn't go to the new person. We couldn't take it away from the prosecutor because it was already grandfathered, so to speak, in. Just so you realize that down the road.
2% and everything else looks in line with what we've done previously.
Any questions?
Motion.
Stan made a motion.
Second.
Andrew? Ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Noes? 6-0. Fund 1001, location 0019. Now, the investigator, is this the one that he subs out? Is this a subcontractor?
No.
It's not? Okay, thank you. Questions?
So are there two?
Pardon?
Are there two?
Are there, what do you mean, are there two?
On the page that you just approved, 1010212, he has two contractual services that are consultants, as you guys have let him hire. And one is a detective investigator, which is Tracy Rolfing. And then the other one was Janet Shields, but she retired. I think he's getting ready to hire someone else if he hasn't already done so. Did he? Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, he did hire someone else, that's right.
And this amount of money is just used as
This
needed?
investigator position is part of Mandy's salary, who is the child support administrator.
So it's an additional part of her salary.
Okay, any questions on Fund 1001, location 0019? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Peg? Second?
A second.
David? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? 6-0. Fund 1001, County General, location 0080.
So moved to approve.
Peg made a motion, second.
Second.
Andrew? Ayes?
Aye.
Zeros? 6-0. Pretrial Fund 2501, location 0047.
Looks like there's.
Questions? I'm sorry?
Looks like there's no changes.
Well, there is
Well, just a
the
little.
raises, yes. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Stan? Do I have a second?
I'll second.
David? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? 6-0. Fund 4010, Victims Assistant Grant, location 0543. Questions?
Insurance went up a bit.
Move to approve.
Peg made a motion. Do I have a second? second.
Or Stan?
Stan? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? 6-0. Fund 8124, it's a stop grant, location 0000.
I'll make a motion.
Now, once again, this is a grant, the deputy is paid from this grant,
And
so,
Andrew.
pardon?
Andrew. Big motion.
Do
I'll
I-
second the motion.
Okay, Peg? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? 6-0. Okay.
Prosecuted completely approved.
And then the recorder is on here. It's Liz, right?
I don't think the recorder's on there.
Oh,
I don't see it.
the recorder is Mrs. Monica.
Okay, well, let's go to theirs real quick then. Recorder, Fund 1001, location 0006. Is everybody here? Okay.
Why'd the meeting expense go up so much?
I'm not sure what kind of meetings they even go to.
I think they have state meetings where they go and I've heard her speak of attending those and being updated. And a big thing is, I shouldn't say identity, but transitioning property into someone else's name. And we have stopgaps with the state of Indiana that doesn't happen. But how sometimes it may happen that someone transitions property through the system and they become the owner of it and you don't even know that this has happened. So I guess we should be very happy that Indiana has some stopgaps. Is that right, Amy?
I don't know anything about the stopgaps. I know that they have the identity security
System.
system, but I don't know what it's called. And, I mean, don't think, the state called meetings are paid out of county general, unappropriated money. But she probably does have district meetings and stuff that she attends. I don't know what other meetings it would be, but, I mean, the state called meetings are paid out of county general, unappropriated money.
And that goes for us
Not out of
too.
her budget.
How much
Because,
has she
I mean,
spent
the
this
state
year?
tells us we have to pay them out of that.
Has she spent a bunch this year?
I can't answer the questions, I'm just telling you what I do know.
And if we look at our monthly treasurer's account that we receive, this department has, through past years, quite a bit of money.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Looks like they have,
And they can appropriate, she can appropriate if, what's the state?
from the prep fund? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's $600,000, I believe. I believe the correct wording is, she can pay for a staff person's salary out of that accumulated funds if it's not foreseen that that will deplete the fund. That's not the exact funding in the state of Indiana, but she has control over that.
Do you want to bring her in, or do you want to talk to her about it, or do you want to just leave it be? I'm
But
counsel.
I was just asking a question.
Right.
I'm not.
we're talking about $44,000.
Yeah.
So I think that's worth discussion. I
Okay.
try to be prudent with funding.
Can you ask her to come in, Amy, please?
If it's sitting there, and she has to make that decision, but we could encourage her.
Right.
Because you just look in your treasures and here it's
$44,000.
$600,000.
She calls me too. chopsticks at lunchtime.
Is Monica here? Okay, thank you. Bye. She's not here right now, she'll be back in a little bit.
Okay, so let's just move on then, we can come back to this.
Or are we going to RCRC?
Yes. RCRC, it's
Ripley County.
Ripley
Redevelopment.
County Redevelopment Commission.
They have no changes from last year.
I do, building upgrade. Where are they out of?
What do you mean?
Where are they housed?
We have meetings at the Ripley County Economic Development Building.
So why would they have building upgrades? If they don't have a building, that makes no sense. Went from 1,025 to 10,000 and 10,000.
What was you gonna share, Amy?
I don't think we have really any say in this, which we're just the controller of, I mean, like, we just handle their money, their ins and outs. Like, I don't know that we really have any say to,
That's correct.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Stan made a motion. Andrew second. Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? 6-0. Sheriff will be in soil and water. Questions? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Peg? Second?
I'll second
David? Ayes?
it. Aye.
Noes? 6-0.
Does this get soil and waters? Not part of that whole big change, right?
Pardon?
No, it's a USDA.
Yeah.
It's not in that entity.
Superior Court, let's see if they're on here. I don't see them on here. All right, let's go to Superior Court. Fund 1001, County General, location 0022.
Looks like 2%, everything's in line. I move to approve it.
No questions, Peg made a motion.
I'll second it.
Stephanie? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? 6-0.
A sidebar, I believe the judges, and someone else may correct me, did not receive an increase in salary in 25 and 26 and 27. That's from the state, we have nothing to do with it. But they did not receive increases.
All right, let's move to Surveyor. Fund 1001, County General, location 0008. Questions? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Peg?
Second.
Stan? Ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Noes? 6-0. Next page, Fund 1181, Plat Book Fund, location 0008.
I'll make-
No change, so we don't need to vote on anything there.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Andrew?
I'll second. Stephanie.
Do what now?
Andrew moved and Stephanie seconded.
Oh, Stephanie? No, or ayes?
Aye.
Noes? 6-0.
Amy, we're selling plat books. Does that go into general fund? How's that, who gets that?
General fund,
Thank you. And that's been successful, hasn't it?
yes.
Because we had a reprint, reprint?
What?
We've had a reprint, haven't we?
We have. Yep, we
So
bought
how
100
many-
more.
How many have we sold?
I don't know exactly.
Was the first order 100?
50, I think, was the
Oh,
first
50.
order. The second order, we've done 100.
Okay, well, that's great.
So I think the 100.
You're on your third order?
Um,
You're on your third order?
No, not yet. No, I think we only have 50. He's writing more than I
Well, that's okay, but it's a successful program. People appreciate that.
Yeah,
I hear a
like
lot of
them. I mean,
comments,
especially the farmers love them.
a lot of positive comments about it. Excuse me.
That's fine. Fund 1202, location 0253.
So moved.
Peg made a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Stephanie? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? 6-0. Technology?
She's coming.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she's coming in. Tourism. This is from the innkeeper's tax. I know she did have a thing that she turned in, but I'm not sure that,
This is money that's just appropriated because it's innkeeper's tax that comes in and it goes right back out,
right.
just so it doesn't set in negative.
Questions? Motion?
So moved.
Peg?
No, Andrew had it.
Oh, Andrew, excuse me.
Yeah.
Peg, you want a second?
Yes, sir.
Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? 6-0. Treasurer? I don't see treasurer on.
Back there.
She's not on there.
Motion. Peg.
Peg made a motion.
Second.
Andrew? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? 6-0. Veterans? Questions?
I move to approve it. He is going to be retiring. He shared that with the commissioners
Yeah.
at their last meeting.
Peg made a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Stan? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? 11:08. Okay. Holy cow, we're flying through this thing.
You're doing so good. You're doing a great job.
Wonder if, Amy, would you like to go now and get yours over with?
No. I
No?
bought my stuff.
Okay. Wonder if Liz would want to come down early?
Yeah, I can probably go. Okay, can you come down? Can you do early? Okay, thanks. Okay. Thanks. She said 5 minutes.
Okay. We could start to look over this and,
I mean,
I don't
The
see.
first obvious thing is that she has 5% in there instead of 2.
That was my note. Look, clerk.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about while we're in here? While we're waiting for the recorder, or the clerk, I'm sorry.
I think it should be 2%. We just did the treasurer a few minutes ago and several others, and it's all 2%.
Amy, I appreciate you putting longevity in there.
That was
It's nice to
good.
see. Thank you.
Yes. And I appreciate the way they've been listed. You have listed them consistency in the same order, and that's very helpful when you're going through studying. That's not true.
Another one we could look at real quick too, just to glance at while we're waiting, is technology. Because I don't
Oh,
think.
she's on there, I thought.
I know, but I'm just saying, we could just look ahead and take a quick look at it.
Here's Liz.
Okay. Hi Liz, if you want to come on up. Okay, we're on the clerk, Fund 1001, County General, location 0001, clerk. Questions?
Well, I think the biggest thing is the raise, 5%.
I thought you wrote a nice letter. In general, I agree with you. How we fix all of these pay issues that we have, I don't have the perfect answer for that, but in general, I agree with you.
Thank you. Your letter's very thorough, well thought out, and noted the information.
Questions, thoughts?
I think one question that I have that I just thought of before Liz came in, and it's not really specific to, the clerk's office, but do we have office or clerical positions throughout the county that are getting paid different amounts?
I believe just about everybody is first.
Clerical position?
Types.
Yeah, like probation has some part-time people that get paid different, veterans office is different. Like the auditor, clerk, treasurer, assessor,
I think we're all about the same, aren't we?
we're all the same.
Why are those other ones different?
We're just set different, well, I know.
It's not like they're different funding sources, like that justify that.
Probation, yes.
Veterans, don't they get some,
They get different, no,
it's all county?
What about like at highway and the sheriff's department?
highway doesn't have any part-time, sheriff's department doesn't have any part-time.
Okay, any questions, statements?
EMS, they have part-timers, 911 has part-timers now.
Do they have full-timers that are doing comparable duties that,
Service office.
That you would have to ask that department head, because I don't know that answer, sorry.
It's okay.
Paid less.
Hmm?
I think it's less, like the veterans one, 31,000.
We haven't made this 2%.
2%?
I could not ask.
You have to ask. Thank you.
Yes.
I told
And
everybody,
very
unless you
strong,
ask.
but-
I mean,
Unless you ask, you don't know.
It's awful funny, the
I
highway department
I
didn't
didn't
get
think
2%.
of that.
I
know.
I
did.
personally think we should give this. I think every department deserves more than 2%. I've been very vocal about that all the way through. So are you guys saying 2%?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I think, not to bring up the same type of thing that happened last year, but I think that we either have to do the same or you've got to like do something different for kind of everybody.
Well,
Right, you can't treat departments differently.
But you guys are. Some of
yeah,
you
we've
guys signed
already
up.
done
You've already
that.
done that.
I know, sorry.
Some of that, I mean, that's not really, it's not a difference that was done this year, that's a difference that was done in the past.
exactly.
Okay, what's everybody saying? Let's look at the rest of it and then we'll take it to a vote and we'll go from there, but everything else to me looks good.
Yes.
To me, the salary increase looks good, but let's take a vote. On 2%, let's just do the whole thing real quick.
So we need to change it, you want me to change it to 2%?
Wait
Nobody's
a
told
minute,
me.
wait a minute, just a second. I think Ron's going to ask everybody.
Yes, does everybody
2%
want to
or
change it
1%?
to 2%, or do we leave it the same? I need I need a motion for,
You don't need a motion.
okay, I need to know, do we leave it the way it is, or do you guys want to change it to 2%?
2%.
2%.
2, 3?
I mean, we can't do 5% unless we look at everybody's, like, I don't feel like we can do that just for the clerk's office, so I guess if we're not doing that for everybody, then we need to do just 2%.
We've already done it for someone.
But we
You're talking about the
treasurer, 2%.
Andrew?
Who did we do?
I don't like the
Could we do
percentage
Garage
from the get-go,
Motors?
so I'm,
But
That was a matrix that was agreed on last year.
last year was agreed on, he gets so much money and then he divides the money out amongst his people. Last year, we didn't do a percentage, we did a solid number. So he got all that money and he put it in a pool and he says, I'll pay you this much, this much, this much. He had the money to do that with. At 2%, he might be able to give an employee a 0.5% raise, which is nothing. So that's it. So yes, we did give more money for the highway garage in percentage than anyone else. Some of them were 6%. I don't remember what they were
Some of
now.
them was 1.5, if I
Well,
remember.
some of them were 8. There
Yeah.
was one of them
Was
where it was
there?
8%.
So we've already, it's already been done that we're not being consistent. This happens every year. We're not being consistent in saying this is what it is. Myself, well, I don't have to say that, but, so I guess we need to figure out, are we going to be consistent or are we going to be all over the place? And right now is going to tell. If we're consistent or are we going to be all over the place? Because so far, we've already changed it for one. That's got to be up to you guys, so,
Then I think we need to, no offense, like, we shouldn't have called Liz down here. We should have like had a conversation about it and figured it out before.
well, she
we
needs to
wasted her
defend
time.
herself. I mean, she's the one that's asked for it, so.
Well, we have to think about what's sustainable. You know, we have parameters on how much we can spend, and we don't want to raise taxes.
Okay, so I've got 1, 2, what'd you say, 2%? Andrew, what'd you say?
I don't like the percentage at all.
Okay. Stephanie?
I mean, I agree, I don't like it, but it was what was decided before today.
Okay, do I have a motion for 2%?
I don't need a motion for 2%. I
Or
just need to know
for the
you
budget,
need
I'm sorry. Do I have a motion?
So she has to go through and change all of these.
Well, I realize that, but I got to figure out, are we doing,
I think we're doing 2%.
okay,
because
2%. That's what the
decided.
majority is saying. Sorry, Liz.
I guess that I had to ask.
I think it's good to ask, you never know. Okay, so at 2%, and Amy's gonna refigure this 0001 clerk under county general, do we have a motion to approve it at 2%?
Well, let me get some totals.
Let's-
first.
Well,
Yeah.
I know, you're good.
What was the part you said again about, I know they're gone now, the highway department, and you rattled off a number quickly that, where did that come from?
It was wrong.
It was wrong, yes. You
It was way wrong.
Yeah.
The thing got
Yeah.
moved.
Do
I
we
didn't
need to
put in the
go,
right number.
do we need to look at that again?
It was, instead of 53,000 to put around, it was only 5,300.
It was 5,300.
So they came in above, but, so if you would have took 2% of their overall expense on salaries, they would have had 5,300 and some dollars to divide out between all the employees.
So
Instead of-
Liz is paid
We need to look at it.
58,354, and then the 4 deputies are 44,334, which is a total of 244,540, which is a grand total of 259,915.
Okay, now that I have the numbers, do I have a motion to approve Fund 1001, location 001 clerk?
So moved.
Stan? Do I have a second?
So moved.
Peg? Ayes?
Right.
Noes? Me? 5-1.
4-2.
Oh, you said no, Andrew?
Well, what's our alternative, though? I mean, I'm okay with a no vote as well if there's an alternative. What is it?
Well, my personal opinion, and it's just mine, we did it for one, she's asked for it. So we're going to say that it's okay to do it for this department, but we're not going to say it's okay to do for this department. So we're back into this, let's just throw it up in the air and whoever gets it, gets it. Lucky them. That's the way I look at it.
We had a committee that researched this for probably 10 months last year, and we're
Yes.
going off of their recommendation.
And then also.
I'm just saying my opinion. You don't have to get upset. I'm going by
No,
my
I'm
opinion.
just, you know,
And I understand it, we wish we could give more to everybody, but we had discussion in April, the committee responded back, and in May, and it was determined 2%. And there was a vote, and we had discussion, and then also about the longevity. And supplied with the information to the council, how much the longevity costs, and then also with the 2% increase. So.
But you cannot count longevity as a raise. You cannot,
It's,
because it's not.
It's not a raise, but it's an incentive.
For people to stay, it's not an
But you give the
incentive.
highway department
It's,
up to 8%. You keep talking about that you gotta treat everybody the same, but you're not treating everyone the same.
But I will say that I voted for the highway department in part because I listened to what Andrew said and I thought the number was correct. I thought it like fell within,
The decimal point was
and it
wrong.
wasn't. And so maybe we need to look at that again.
But we already voted on it, somebody rescinds, and you go back and you look at it again, but we have to be fair, consistent to everyone.
I agree.
okay, let's move forward. Let's go to Fund 1001, Counties General, Location 002, registration of voters. Questions, statements?
2%?
2%.
2%?
So it's 44,334, a total of 54,306, oh wait, no. 53,004, with a grand total of 109,004.
All right, do I have a motion for Fund 1001, County General, Location 002? Do I have a motion?
Ron, I'd make a motion.
David? Do I have a second?
So moved.
Peg? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? I vote no. So it's 5-1, 1 no. Ron. Okay, County General Fund 1001, Location 0003, Election Board. Questions?
Something you're having an off year?
Pardon?
Well, kind of. We have Batesville municipal election.
Okay.
2% for first deputy.
Yeah.
44,334, which is the total of that column of 69,834. Which is a grand total of 76,934.
And I'll make a motion.
Stan made the motion. Second?
Second.
Andrew? Ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Noes? 1. 5-1. Ron is a no. Fund 1001, County General, Location 0023, Clerk, Superior Court.
The deputies are 44,334. total of $88,668.
Do I have a motion?
Wait a minute, are
Oh,
you sure
I'm
about
sorry.
that?
Of 91,268.
I'm sorry. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Peg? Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
David? Ayes?
Aye.
Noes? Me? So it's 5-1. Clerk Preparation Fund, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. 1119, location 0282. No change. Have a motion?
Motion.
Peg?
Second.
Was that Andrew?
Andrew, yes.
Andrew? The vote, ayes? 6-0. Thanks for everything, Liz, sorry. We can go ahead and take our lunch break now. Come back at 1 o'clock.